So, thank you so much for coming. And at this juncture, I am privileged to welcome my friend, Larry Maluma. Welcome back home again. And please.
Thank you. Yeah, it's great to be home, and thanks, friends, for coming. Would have been good to see a few more faces, I think. A bit sad though, and that we have to, beg some journalists or, newspapers to, come. I don't know what's wrong. I don't live here, so I'm not really sure what is really wrong here. But maybe I'll work it out. I'll ask a few guys. I understand it's always been like this. Anyway, I'm not here to complain. I'm here to, I've got a new album. Now, where is it? Did I,
Out of the many.
out of the many that I've got,
Let me just.
can you, should be around here. It's one there. Right, I've got a new album called Ulem, recorded over 30 years ago, and it should actually be my debut album. But it almost got lost. It's what I call forgotten tapes. Please don't mind me, my CD that
Almost got lost.
Okay.
Safekeeping.
Hey. Well, okay. Each one of you have a copy. Have a good listen. We used to play real music a long time ago. Have a good listen. This is over 30 years ago. It's done over 30 years ago, and I hope it stands the time. It's been a long journey, and I'm glad I found the tapes that were hidden in a trunk for a very, very long time. I almost forgot about them. Forgot really. But yeah, now this should have been my debut album, as I said, before I went to Australia. But it's out now, 30 years later, and I'm very, very happy to have it here. As you can see, the poster saying, "Let's celebrate." So we're celebrating my music and my, I've been recording for over 30 years. So I'm actually celebrating. I'm very happy to be here to release this album here in Zambia, where it was first recorded. I would have released it in Australia, but I decided to bring it here and get it out here first before it's out in Australia or anywhere else around the world. Anyway, I've been around for over a month now, and I can see that there are a lot of good musicians around. But we are actually lacking a few things in terms of sponsorships. But I think we'd like the government to get in. I've been talking about this for many, many years, and I'm going to repeat it again. And I will until something happens. I've been saying we need the government to chip in, We need incentives. Other countries have got, the government builds entertainment centers. They give grants to musicians, Musicians make a very good living out of music. It's a multi-million-dollar business. But in Zambia, it's been like a joke for a long time. But I think, as you've noticed, we've got a few musicians who are doing well. And I think the government should take note. We need them to, put a hand, help the local musicians so they can, get ahead and progress, We're lacking a lot of assistance from the big people out there, the government in particular. So if the government can play a hand, we really appreciate that. I think the musicians will really be grateful. We need venues, equipment, maybe they can give us some exemptions, some kind of exemptions when we bring some equipment into the country, maybe duty free, There's a lot that can be done in terms of, you know, improving the musicians' conditions. You know, music is a multi-million-dollar business, but you'll see musicians moving around as if they, you know, they're not worth anything. It's a bit of a shame, you know. So we really would appreciate if the government can play a big hand in helping the Zambian musicians. I think I might leave it there. If you've got any questions, and don't try to make it painful.
If there are any questions or anything that you'd really like clarified, please feel free to raise your hand. You know, music is tourism, music is life, music is a lot of things. And music speaks to us in many, many, many different ways. And that's why those of you, of us, who have been passionate about music, there are certain things we see differently that people may not be able to see. So, when you speak music in Zambia, music can help our tourism industry. Music helps our artistic industry. Music creates employment. Music sends messages to the entire country. It can send messages to the whole world. Music is very, very strong for the certain foundation of our country. From a very long time, people sang songs because that is what gave them a certain type of identity. Even us here, we do have very rich, very interesting music that we can, you know, we can fall upon every time. So, if there are any questions that you'd like to put before Larry, or even indeed Brian, please feel free to do so.